Così si chieleli Africa.
Yo, check me out, yo. This is why I'm hot. I don't give a fuck. Yo, I'll kick it out, put with someone else's track. I represent South Africa, I put it on the map.
South Africa, man.
This is fucking whack. What's up? I'm gonna replace South Africa in that song with Connorsville. That was D. Antwoord with This Is Why I'm Hot, the acapella, baby. Anyway, I'm your host, Ron Corbin. That's right, calm down. Calm down. I'm not Kramus. I'm not 7 Days Away or any other band that you either got pregnant or caught an STD at one of their shows to. I am the one who put Seaville on the map. Shut up! Thank you. Let's be real, though. Heroin put Connorsville on the map. None of us did. But those guys were some good bands, weren't they? Everybody's been to a 7 Days Away or Kramus concert, right? Right? You know, Kramus is the only band that I never opened up for while I had a full band. And then one night I did an acoustic set and I opened up for them. And I thought, this is my shittiest form and you let me open up for you. But when I had a fucking $3,000 guitar and a $2,000 amp playing power chords on it, no. But we played a lot of shows with 7 Days Away. Made a lot of money with those guys. Those were awesome times. Remember those times, guys? I'm still here in the trenches fighting the good fight, though. I'm glad y'all got away. Some people got away and are doing better for themselves. That's right, doing better. Not like a good old toilet fart to make you feel better, right? Anyway, on to why I am here. Today I was out running errands. Are you done with those errands? Are you done with those errands? Errands? And took my kid to get a haircut and stuff. And I was like thinking about stuff to talk about. But then here comes the emails. Excuse me. It's 60 degrees outside and it shouldn't be. And my body is going, hey, why do you keep driving between Florida and Canada? I don't understand it. So anyway, I had a supporter email me today, and I'm not even pissed because this person isn't pissed, and because we look at it like this. Okay, let me just tell you what happened. Somebody that was sharing the ghost plate picture. We're not going to mention his name like that movie, you know, where people thought they were living in the 1700s, and actually it was, you know, the 21st century. We're not going to mention his name. But we were passing around this ghost plate picture, and it went viral. I would say 23,000 views is viral. That's pretty goddamn good considering there's only 14,000 people in the community. Unless you count all the people with fake profiles, then 23,000 is probably about right. However, when this person came out to their vehicle this morning, it was totally vandalized. It wasn't stolen. Stuff wasn't stolen. It was broken. So it was somebody intentionally damaged their vehicle on purpose. Now, this could have been just a random act. I know that 2 days in a row, my tires, they weren't slashed, but they had the air let out of them. I thought that was just stupid because, you know, my car's got a lot of nice features. One of them going, hey, your back left tire is low. One thing about shit like this, assholes that are doing this, is some of us have kids. And so help me God, if you do something that results in the injury of one of my children, and then I find out who you are, jail is going to be the least of your worries because I will be sitting outside the jail waiting for you to get out and then cause an incident that will cause both of us to go to jail where I will permanently torment you until our sentences are up. Try me. So stop being dicks. Damage this person's vehicle because he's standing up for something or a random act. Far be it for me to say that it was an intentional sabotage. But with the way everybody's losing their minds as of late, 420. That was the time mark on the video. It doesn't put it. I don't put it past a single person to commit just flat out crimes just to try to get people to shut up. Because, I mean, you got to think about it, man. There's a reason people don't talk in the 47331. There's a good reason for it. They're afraid. What are they afraid of? Hell, I don't know. We still have a missing persons case open from years ago that has been connected to, several high-end people in town. You all know about the Denise Flum story. I don't know the whole thing, but, In small towns, shit can happen. And I haven't seen anybody vanish. I sure as hell see a lot of people dropping dead from heroin. That's messed up. I mean, I guess if you wanted to control a population, dump a bunch of dope into it, and the people who are meant to, or the people who are not meant to, will eventually weed themselves out. Like if you're trying to weed out the poor or the downtrodden or whatever, or I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. Jesus. Anyway, heroin. And people are afraid to open their mouths and to speak up. I get a dozen anonymous tips, pictures a day. And I never release my sources. And they don't want to be, and it saddens me that they're like, please just keep it, between you and me. And I've even seen a lot of people talk about they don't want to, make potential clients mad. They don't want to piss people off. Hey, fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. Fuck people who don't fucking... This is my deal, man. Is if you're either with me or you're against me. I heard George Bush say that, and I said, you know what? People are misconstruing this, but it means something. Because if I stand for something and you stand against it, we could have civil views about it. But I do not believe that just because I'm whatever the world likes to call me, agnostic, atheist, godless heathen, I don't think that should affect my business with people of religion. Unless it's Islam, because they don't fucking like nobody. But, it cost me a lot of business with Christian people, and I don't know why. I have no idea why. Why the hell can't you do business with me? It's not, there is no reason. There are pedophiles, people. I talk to people and they're like, yeah, this person's a sex offender, but they believe in God. Oh, well, I'm so glad that my choices in life didn't hurt anybody, but his did, and he's worthy of being around. The world's fucked in the head, man. They don't want to stand for nothing, and they want to follow the sheep over the cliff. Like, oh, look where they're going. And it's ridiculous. We need more people. I've got several people speaking out publicly, and you know what? Don't be afraid. If anybody threatens you or anybody goes on fucking topics and posts lies and threats, because honestly, if those people on topics, if they actually had any balls or had any brains or were even good parents, they would step outside of topics and say it to your face. I consider Facebook saying it to your face, as long as it's their name and their picture. Hell, now we know who to hold accountable. You go to topics, it's Big Dick Dong 429 says Ron Corbett freezes grapes and pops them up his butt with his gerbil named Richard. Give me a break. There's no validity in that, and it's dumb. So anyway, just, don't fucking be intimidated, guys. Just stand up for what you believe in, and eventually there's going to be more of us than them, and what then? But we must remain peaceful. We must never violate somebody's rights, do anything illegal, and handle everything as it should be. Like I was told on a phone call over a situation, you need to go through the proper channels. This is when I uploaded the crossing guard video. And I've reflected back to September when I reported that I was threatened outside the school with violence. And then I reflected back to the crossing guard not doing her job and reporting that to the proper people. And I remember reporting that the situation was growing tense within the foyer, but no, I didn't go through the proper channels at all. So by the time you told me to go through the proper channels, I had already went through my proper channels, and that's YouTube. I have an audience. I have people who watch. I have people who will hold. I honestly believe if I hadn't have gotten that on film and put it on YouTube, she would still be there causing a danger to other people in her stiletto boots, walking around looking like a prostitute, fucking dressed up like a crossing guard. It's like somebody's got a fucking traffic fetish. So, yeah, I know I probably goat trail, but if the person listens to this, I know there's some people out there who are really hoity-toity listening to my stuff, so they go, oh, well, I never. Well, I never either have went through the proper channels. Then it got so bad that I was harassed in front of my son. I'm still bitter about that. And not only mention that, they found a dead body, like right down the road from the school, and didn't like put up a wall so all the poor kids didn't see it. I'm glad my son didn't see it. But, I would have just explained it to him. He understands death and all that. And so, some kids can't handle that shit, man. Get it together. I'm not going to name the school, but get it together. Nobody else may be saying anything, but, the guy who put Seville on the map, the guy who is, what's wrong with Seville, Will? Let's see what kind of stuff I got here. What do we have? Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. You're all too kind. Shut up. Thank you very much. All right. It's time for Throw a Hatchet at a Pedophile. That was fun. All right. Can we get it? All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Shut up. So, I had a couple other things to talk about. They only give me 30 minutes airtime, but that's all I need. I can talk a lot. So, I was driving around and I look at church signs all the time because some of them are very motivational, and some of them could be, applicable to normal life outside of believing in things that you can't see, like unicorns and leprechauns. But there's this one church down on Western that on one side of it says, be a fountain, don't be a drain. Yes, be a fountain of life. Inspire people, bring people up, don't bring people down. Don't be that person that comes around and people go, oh, it's them again. Oh, they bring me down so much. Be a fountain. Don't be a fountain like a volcano spewing hate and shit everywhere. I got ashes in my hair. I'll singe my eyebrows. I don't know what to do. Somebody help me. Be a fountain or be a drain. I don't care. Probably get punched. But then on the other side of the sign, it says, one unplanned pregnancy changed the world forever. I'm just going to leave that there for a minute. I'm going to let you guys chew on that for a second. Here we go. One unplanned pregnancy changed the world forever. Unplanned pregnancy by a woman who was not married and was apparently a whore. It's okay. Jesus liked whores. A lot of men like whores. A lot of good people like whores. Otherwise, who else are we going to take our childhood transgressions out on? And enough of that. I just found it funny. Unplanned. Marriage, it changed the world forever. I get it. Maybe it's a shot at Planned Parenthood, which, by the way, thanks for defunding them and fucking women across the world or the globe or the planet. That, God damn it! I keep thinking the United States is the center of the universe. Across the fucking country, shit, damn. Yeah, thanks for screwing women all over the country about by defunding Planned Parenthood. Thanks, Washington. Why don't you just go ahead and send a couple chemical agents over here to the Midwest so we could suffer a little bit. All right, so before my last thing that I want to talk about is Walmart. Yeah, Walmart. Everybody loves Walmart, right? Yeah, give it up for Walmart. Holiday times are especially stressful, I guess. So there's people packed in the place. I have a small child. He's a little kid. And he still needs me to but he's really actually pretty good. If some big dumb adult's in the way, he's like, excuse me. But man, we were there the other day and just like, he would go through and he'd be like, excuse me. People just looked at us like we were in their way. I had a fucking basket, all right? And I was lifting it over everybody's carts. And you got this little kid going, excuse us, please. Excuse us, please. How fucking cute is that? And then fucking Bertha with a beard is like, I'm trying to look at discount fabrics. And you got, the $5 bin divers or the people who stop and block the widest aisles in the whole store. It's 10 feet wide and they've blocked it with their whole family talking. Hey, you want to talk? Go over to the rugs. Nobody's over there looking at the fucking rugs. Or how about the prefab shit, the knockoff IKEA furniture? Go over there. Nobody talks over there. But where you're standing at right now is where I need to go through, because on the other side, a woman is actually shopping for her fucking child. So get the fuck out of the way, Shay! One reason. Okay, let me just put it like this. Hate and negativity are perpetual. And when you walk into a place with a bad attitude, being the employee, that will spread on to who else? The customers, and the customers begin to hate it. And so they already walk in there with a sense of resentment. So regardless of who goes to Walmart and how they treat you, you should always be nice and courteous. You should smile at that person like they're your grandma and you love them. So that's contagious. There's been, I rarely have a negative experience with employees at Walmart. My biggest problem is I've been in retail management, and when you see somebody looking around like, holy fuck, I've landed in the middle of the Sahara. Where's the water? Go help them. Just ask. If you have social anxiety, you need to go work as a dishwasher at Maggie's or Parkview, who seasons their food. So you could do that. But that's my biggest problem is I'm like, dude, I can't find some shit. Why do I have to, okay, hey, can you help me find this after 20 minutes of you watching me not find it? Oh, we don't have that. Oh, okay. Could have saved us both some time by doing your fucking job, but that's all right. Yeah, and I always go to the end. I always go to register 19 because whoever's there, they got the shittiest job because they're right by the bathroom and the cigarettes. And that bathroom could be dank. There are people who go in there and poop. They poop, and that poop should not even be exposed to sunlight before it will turn into a chemical agent and kill everybody in that place. So always go to 19, try to make them laugh. I've given a couple girls my phone numbers, and they just gave them to their moms. And next thing you know, the phone calls got awkward over the next few weeks. So, yeah. You know what? That wasn't even my last thing to talk about. Bottom line is, Walmart customers, stop being shitty. Really. And especially if you get government assistance, don't be shitty. Be fucking grateful that somebody out there is working so that you can eat. And I'm not coming down on anybody. I'm just saying, be humble. Be humble because you are not entitled to shit. Trust me. The last thing I want to talk about are kids being on medicine. Just kids being overly medicated. Thank you. I'm not talking about vaccinations. Fucking hipsters. I swear to God. So, I want to talk about, I'm not going to mention any names. People are pretty good at assuming what is what about them. But I've had many friends in my life, and I've came across some friends whose parenting was less than stellar. It consisted of more, yelling versus nurturing. And it always bothered me. It's like, I can understand you got to jump your kid's ass if they're being being a dick. You got to be firm with your children. But to constantly punish your children just because I guess one parent's definition of acting out and another's are going to differ. But my definition of acting out is pretty high. You gotta be if you throw something at me and you're having a temper tantrum, hey, you're acting out, and now you're in punishment. I don't let it get that far. My kids respect me. But to constantly jump a kid's ass, and is it any coincidence that the child who constantly had his ass jumped, this kid was yelled at and reduced to tears in front of people, like 10 adults, on a rotating basis, birthday parties, cookouts, this and that. Is it any coincidence that the child is on 5 different medications? How do you... This is the deal about medications with adults, too. Listen up, motherfuckers. If you're medicating your children because you fucking can't handle them, then, that's your bad, and you suck as a parent. If you're medicating them because they have legitimate medical conditions and the medicine benefits them, hooray. But also, if you're going to medicate them, support them, because if you've ever taken a medication, an antidepressant, an anti-anxiety, a benzo, anything, it affects everybody differently. And with antidepressants and antipsychotics and ADHD meds, you have to be in therapy. And if you have a parent who is not supportive, is constantly fucking yelling at you for just being who you are and feeling how you are because the fucking medicine they're putting in your body, well, they gladly shove that stuff down your throat, but they definitely jump your ass and beat your ass for acting like a kid. I saw things that didn't even warrant the treatment and I was just blown away. So it's okay, you need to, one of my point is your kid's on meds, how are you treating your kid? This isn't for everybody that has their kids on me. You don't need to come up in arms and be like, my child has this, my child. I get it. Kids have epilepsy and other illnesses they need medicine for. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about modifying children's behavior because we think that they are a space cadet. It starts out with ADHD, staring out the window. Daydreaming. They didn't give us dope for fucking daydreaming. Though I wish they did. Would have made school and the beatings a lot fucking more tolerable. But don't medicate your kids just because they're being original. You know what I'm saying? I have 2 autistic children, and neither one of them has taken a med to modify their behavior ever. And maybe you could say I'm lucky, but I chalk it up to diligence. TheGodfatherVlogs.com is where you can find all my other videos. For some reason, these are going to STF765.com. So go check the STF radio out at STF765.com. TheGodfatherVlogs.com for all of your belligerent vlogfather needs. I'll see you guys later. Don't be afraid. Fuck them.
This is why I'm hot. I don't give a fuck. Yo, we'll kick it out, put someone else's track. I represent South Africa, I put it on the map.
South Africa, man, I heard the place is fucking whack.
When you say South Africa, the first things that come to mind is yep, racism, apartheid, and crime. Fuck a racist, motherfuckers stuck in.